Are you struggling to let go of things beyond your control? Do you find yourself constantly stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed by life's uncertainties? In this video, we delve into the timeless teachings of Buddhism to uncover powerful lessons on how to release what you can't control and find inner peace. Lesson 1. Identify what you can control. Often, the multitude of things that seem beyond our reach complicates our daily lives. The feeling of helplessness can breed worry, stress, and a pervasive lack of happiness. However, one of Buddhism's most crucial teachings offers a way out of this chaos, recognizing what we can control and what we cannot. Buddhism encourages us to become deeply aware of and knowledgeable about both our internal and external worlds. The first step on this journey is understanding the boundaries of our power. Too often we waste precious energy trying to control people, situations, and outcomes that are inherently unpredictable and beyond our influence. Misplacing this energy only leads to frustration and pain. Mindfulness enhances our awareness of the stresses in our lives and how we instinctively respond to them. By becoming more conscious, we begin to recognize the aspects of our lives that we can change: our actions, our words, and our emotions. For instance, while we may not be able to change what others do or how situations unfold, we can always choose how to react. By tuning into our inner feelings, we can shift our mindset from one of victimhood to one of empowerment. This doesn't mean ignoring external realities. Rather, it involves responding to them in ways that align with our values. Our goals and efforts are also within our control. One of the key concepts in Buddhism's Noble Eightfold Path is right effort, which emphasizes working diligently and wisely. This means focusing on what we can do rather than what we can't. We have the power to influence how hard we work in our jobs, our relationships, and in our personal growth. By directing our energy towards these areas, we enhance our lives and gain a sense of accomplishment. It's also important to remember that power does not equate to manipulation. In Buddhism, control is about managing our own thoughts and actions, not about manipulating others or forcing outcomes. This understanding brings a sense of peace, allowing us to accept things as they are. When we stop trying to control the uncontrollable, we liberate ourselves from the burden of unrealistic expectations. Mindfulness practices can further deepen our understanding of control. By observing our thoughts and emotions as they arise and dissipate during meditation, we learn that we don't have to be governed by them. Instead of clinging to the need to control our thoughts, we allow them to come and go freely. Practicing mindfulness, paying attention to our emotions, and using our energy wisely enables us to navigate life with greater ease and happiness. This lesson serves as a powerful reminder that while we may not be able to change the external world, we always have the capacity to transform our inner world. Lesson 2. Accept the uncontrollable. Buddhist philosophy is deeply rooted in the principle of acceptance. We can find peace and freedom from suffering when we embrace what is rather than resist it. One of the most profound teachings of Buddhism is that much of our pain stems from our refusal to accept reality as it is. Often we struggle against the way things are, wishing they were different. This inner resistance creates tension and unhappiness. Acceptance, however, is a practice that has the power to transform our lives, bringing us profound peace. It's important to note that acceptance does not equate to giving up or being passive. It's not about surrendering or becoming indifferent. Instead, acceptance is a conscious choice to see things as they truly are, without judgment. It means recognizing the things we cannot change and being at peace with them. By doing so, we conserve our energy and redirect it towards what we can change. Meditation is a valuable tool that can help cultivate this mindset of acceptance. During meditation, we sit with whatever arises in our minds, whether positive or negative, without attempting to alter it. We observe our feelings, thoughts, and experiences without judgment or resistance. Through this practice, we gradually learn to coexist with what is, rather than constantly striving to make things better than they are. Over time, this makes us more open to the challenges we face in life. Another important concept in Buddhism is impermanence, the idea that nothing in life remains the same. Everything is in a constant state of change. Reflecting on impermanence teaches us to release our attachment to fixed outcomes and embrace the natural flow of life. With this understanding, we become better equipped to handle change and uncertainty with ease. Acceptance also extends beyond ourselves. It involves caring for others as well. When we acknowledge that we can't control everything, we become kinder to ourselves, recognizing that it's normal to have struggles and insecurities. This self-compassion naturally extends outward, helping us become more understanding and empathetic towards others. When we realize that everyone has their own struggles and uncontrollable challenges, we cultivate a deeper sense of compassion. A real-life example of acceptance is learning to cope with loss. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, a job, or a relationship, there are times in life when we simply cannot change what has happened. Acceptance allows us to grieve and heal without getting stuck in anger, denial, or bitterness. It gives us the strength to acknowledge our feelings and eventually move forward. In Buddhism, it is believed that everything happens due to certain conditions and causes. Once we grasp this concept, we come to understand that while our efforts can influence outcomes, they are not the sole determinants. This perspective helps us trust in the larger flow of life and accept the things we cannot change. By embracing life's uncertainties with grace and strength, practicing acceptance, reflecting on the nature of change, and showing compassion for ourselves and others, we can find peace amidst the challenges of life. Acceptance is not about giving up. It's about finding strength and serenity in the face of life's inevitable difficulties. Lesson 3. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a core element of Buddhist practice and a powerful way to let go of what we cannot control. At its essence, mindfulness means giving your full attention to the present moment without passing judgment on it. This heightened awareness helps us better understand our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations, which in turn makes it easier to manage the challenges life throws our way. The practice of mindfulness often begins with something as simple as taking a deep breath. In Buddhism, the breath is seen as a bridge between the mind and body. By focusing on our breath, we ground ourselves in the present moment, finding calm and stability. This technique can be used anytime and anywhere, especially when we feel stressed by things beyond our control. Returning to our breath helps us calm our minds and view situations with greater clarity. Mindfulness encourages us to observe our thoughts and feelings without becoming entangled in them. Often we find ourselves worrying about things we cannot change, trapped in a cycle of unproductive thought. Practicing mindfulness allows us to step back and recognize these thought patterns without being swept away by them. This creates space for us to respond thoughtfully to situations rather than reacting impulsively. Another key aspect of mindfulness is cultivating awareness of the body. Our bodies provide us with valuable insights into our emotional and mental states. For example, tension in your shoulders might indicate stress, while a clenched jaw could be a sign of anger. By paying attention to these physical cues, we can address the underlying emotions and relieve tension in both body and mind. Mindfulness also encourages us to be fully present in our everyday activities. Whether it's eating, walking, or working, Mindfulness transforms these daily tasks into opportunities to practice being present. By shifting our perspective, we begin to find joy and contentment in the small, ordinary moments of life, rather than relying on external circumstances to bring us happiness. Mindfulness meditation is a structured way to practice being present. During meditation, we sit still and focus on our breath, thoughts, or feelings. When our mind inevitably wanders, we gently guide it back to the present moment. Over time, this practice trains the mind to remain focused and aware, helping us stay centered even when life feels chaotic. A significant aspect of mindfulness is letting go of judgment. We often categorize experiences as either good or bad, desirable or undesirable. These judgments cloud our perception and prevent us from fully embracing the present moment. By releasing judgment, we open ourselves to experiencing life as it is, with all its inherent beauty. This mindset brings a sense of peace and grace, empowering us to face challenges with resilience. Mindfulness allows us to approach life's uncertainties with clarity and kindness. By staying grounded in the present, paying attention to our thoughts and emotions, and embracing life in its entirety, we navigate our journey with greater ease and fulfillment. Lesson 4. The practice of self-inquiry and gratitude. A powerful way to combat negative thoughts is through the practice of self-inquiry. This involves asking ourselves probing questions to uncover the underlying ideas and beliefs that perpetuate our negativity. For instance, if we find ourselves repeatedly thinking things will never get better, we can challenge this belief by asking, what evidence do I have to support this? Is it possible that things could improve in ways I haven't considered? This form of self-inquiry helps us dismantle the false narratives that contribute to our pain. Another effective way to counter negative thoughts is by practicing gratitude. When we shift our focus to what we are thankful for, we take our minds off what is wrong or missing in our lives. This habit fosters a greater appreciation for the positive aspects of our existence and enhances our overall happiness. Keeping a gratitude journal, where we write down things we are grateful for each day, can be a powerful way to cultivate a positive mindset. Cognitive reframing is another method that helps us reshape our thoughts. It involves changing the way we perceive a problem. For example, rather than seeing a struggle as a setback, we can view it as an opportunity for growth and learning. If we face challenges at work, we can reframe them as chances to acquire new skills and become stronger. This shift in perspective empowers us to approach difficulties with resilience and optimism. By being mindful of our thoughts, questioning negative beliefs, setting constructive goals, and embracing gratitude, we can break free from cycles of negativity. This process brings a sense of peace and strength, enabling us to navigate life's uncertainties with a clearer and more positive mindset. Lesson 5. Find gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful practice that can profoundly transform our perspective, helping us release control over things we cannot change. In Buddhism, gratitude is considered one of the most essential practices for maintaining a happy and contented mind. It encourages us to recognize and appreciate the good in our lives, even during difficult times. When we focus on what we are thankful for, our attention shifts away from what we lack or cannot control, bringing a deep sense of peace and satisfaction. Mindfulness plays a key role in cultivating gratitude. Being fully present in the moment helps us become more aware of the positive things happening around us, things we might otherwise overlook. Through mindfulness, we begin to appreciate the small but significant joys in life: a warm meal, the beauty of nature, or the kindness of a friend. These moments of gratitude enhance our lives and give us a sense of abundance. One practical way to develop gratitude is by keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, take a moment to write down 3 to 5 things you are thankful for. These can be small, everyday occurrences or significant milestones. Writing them down helps reinforce positive thinking and makes it a habit to notice the good in your life. Over time, this practice can shift your mindset, building resilience for when challenges arise. Gratitude also involves recognizing the contributions of others. Buddhism emphasizes interconnectedness, acknowledging that our happiness is tied to the well-being of others. By appreciating the hard work and kindness of those around us, we foster feelings of connection and gratitude. Expressing thanks can be as simple as offering kind words, performing acts of kindness, or even silently appreciating the efforts of others. Finding the silver lining in difficult situations is another vital aspect of gratitude. Life's challenges and setbacks, though painful, provide valuable opportunities for learning and growth. For example, losing a job may be difficult, but it could lead to the discovery of a new passion or career path. This perspective helps us approach life's uncertainties with greater hope and ease. Focusing on the good in our lives, acknowledging the efforts of others, and discovering the hidden blessings in challenges can fill us with a sense of abundance and joy. Gratitude shifts our mindset from scarcity to plenty, from stress to peace. By integrating mindfulness, journaling, and meditation into our daily routines, we can nurture this powerful practice and experience a deeper sense of fulfillment and happiness in our everyday lives. Lesson 6. Cultivate flexibility. Cultivating flexibility is crucial for dealing with life's uncertainties. The Buddhist concept of non-attachment teaches us to let go of rigid expectations and accept that life is constantly changing. Flexibility allows us to navigate changing situations with grace and strength, helping us release control over what we cannot change and flow with life's natural rhythms. In reality, nothing remains the same. Everything is always evolving. When we accept this truth, we become less attached to specific outcomes and more open to change. Acknowledging that things naturally change over time helps us adopt a more open-minded approach, enabling us to adjust more easily to new situations and challenges. To cultivate flexibility, we need to shift our mindset. We don't have to view change as a threat, but rather as an opportunity for growth and transformation. This shift in perspective encourages us to stay open and curious about the unknown. For example, when our plans change at the last minute, we can choose to see it as a chance to explore new opportunities rather than as a source of frustration. With this mindset, we can embrace life's ups and downs with excitement and resilience. One of the best ways to develop flexibility is through mindfulness. By staying present and paying attention to our experiences, we become more aware of how we typically react to change. Mindfulness allows us to recognize when we are clinging to old ideas or resisting new ones. This awareness creates space for us to choose a more adaptable and flexible response. For instance, when plans suddenly shift and we feel frustration building, we can pause, take a deep breath, and approach the situation with an open mind. Letting go of attachment to specific outcomes is another important practice. In Buddhism, attachment is viewed as harmful because it leads to rigid expectations of how things should be. Letting go of these attachments frees us from the need to control everything, allowing life to unfold naturally. This practice requires us to trust the process and remain open to whatever comes our way. For example, when working towards a goal, we can focus on our efforts and intentions rather than obsessing over a specific outcome. This flexibility enables us to handle setbacks and changes with greater ease. Being flexible also means embracing change. Life is inherently unpredictable, and trying to control every aspect of it is futile. When we are open to uncertainty, we become more resilient and adaptable. Accepting life as it is allows us to face challenges without losing our composure. For instance, when unexpected situations arise at work, we can acknowledge the discomfort while recognizing that uncertainty is a natural part of life. This balanced approach enables us to navigate uncertainty with confidence and grace. Practices like mindfulness meditation and loving-kindness meditation can also foster greater flexibility. By cultivating feelings of love and compassion for ourselves and others, our hearts become softer and more receptive to change. This practice helps us face life's challenges with understanding and compassion, reducing our need for control and increasing our capacity to adapt. We can cultivate a strong and flexible mind by embracing change, practicing mindfulness, letting go of attachments, and remaining open to uncertainty. Flexibility enables us to move through life's highs and lows with grace and ease, allowing us to flow with life's natural rhythms and experience deeper peace and fulfillment. Lesson 7. Set boundaries. Setting boundaries is essential for protecting our physical, emotional, and mental well-being in our relationships with others. Boundaries help us establish what is acceptable and what is not, creating a safe and supportive space for ourselves and those around us. Practicing clear and honest communication about our needs, limits, and values is key to setting effective boundaries. Before communicating our boundaries to others, we first need to understand them ourselves. Mindfulness techniques can help us cultivate self-awareness, allowing us to identify what feels right or wrong for us. By paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations, we can recognize where boundaries need to be set. When setting boundaries, it's important to communicate them clearly and kindly. We should express our needs and limits respectfully, using language that is assertive yet non-confrontational. Statements like, "I feel uncomfortable when," or "I need some time alone to recharge," allow us to express our boundaries without blaming or criticizing others, which can lead to defensiveness and conflict. Consistency is another crucial aspect of boundary setting. Once we establish our boundaries, it's important to uphold them, even if doing so feels uncomfortable. This means being willing to say no when necessary and standing by our decisions, even if it causes temporary discomfort. Consistency helps others understand and respect our boundaries and reinforces our sense of self-worth and integrity. Respecting the boundaries of others is just as important as setting our own. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect and care, and recognizing the needs and limits of others contributes to a more harmonious environment. Respecting others' boundaries fosters trust and understanding, strengthening the connection between individuals. Letting go of the need to control others is also an essential part of setting boundaries. Sometimes we may try to control the actions or reactions of others to feel safe, but this need for control often leads to frustration and conflict. It's also important to be kind to ourselves when setting boundaries. It's common to feel guilty or uncomfortable when asserting our needs, especially if we are not used to setting boundaries. Practicing self-compassion helps us navigate these feelings with greater ease. Treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer a friend allows us to honor our needs without self-judgment. In conclusion, we can create a healthier and more peaceful life by cultivating self-awareness, communicating with kindness and clarity, and respecting both our own and others' boundaries. This practice frees us from the need to control others and allows us to focus on what we can manage within ourselves. Mindfulness, self-love, and compassion help us set boundaries with grace and confidence, contributing to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Lesson 8. Trust the process. Trusting the process is a profound practice that helps us release our need to control the outcomes and embrace the natural flow of life. In Buddhism, trust and hope are essential qualities that support us on our spiritual journey, providing peace of mind and confidence as we navigate life's uncertainties. Understanding karma. A key component of trusting the process is understanding the concept of karma, cause and effect. Life is influenced by numerous conditions and causes beyond our control. While we can influence our actions and responses, we cannot dictate every aspect of what happens around us. Accepting this natural order allows us to let go of the desire to control everything and to trust that life will unfold as it should. Being aware of the present moment. Mindfulness is crucial for building trust. By staying present and paying attention to each moment as it unfolds, we recognize that our thoughts, feelings, and circumstances are temporary. This awareness helps us trust that, despite the temporary nature of challenges, everything is part of a larger process. Mindfulness practices like walking meditation or body scan meditation deepen our connection to the present moment and the natural flow of life, reinforcing our trust in the process. Patience and acceptance. Patience is a vital aspect of trusting the process. It involves accepting the pace and timing of life without rushing or forcing outcomes. Being patient helps us stay calm and collected, even when things take longer than expected or when we face uncertainty. By embracing patience, we allow ourselves to be present with what is, rather than struggling against what we want things to be. Letting go of control. Trusting the process also means letting go of the need to control others. It requires recognizing that everyone is on their own unique path and that we cannot dictate their actions or decisions. This practice fosters respect and understanding, allowing relationships to grow naturally and harmoniously. Embracing uncertainty. Acceptance of doubt and uncertainty is another key element of trust. Life is inherently unpredictable, and attempting to manage every aspect of it can be futile. By being open to uncertainty, we build resilience and adaptability. Accepting that we cannot control every outcome helps us handle challenges with grace and confidence. Building inner strength. Trusting the process involves believing in our own inner strength. Even when faced with uncertainty, we can trust that we have the capacity to navigate whatever comes our way. This self-belief fosters a sense of calm and assurance, even in the face of the unknown. Conclusion. By practicing mindfulness, letting go of attachments, being patient, and embracing uncertainty, we build a strong foundation for trusting the process. This trust helps us navigate life's unknowns with ease and strength, leading to greater peace and happiness. As we learn to believe that each moment will unfold as it should, and that our inner journey is wise, we cultivate a sense of confidence and serenity in our lives.